Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Lord of the Rings online Let's Play, and we are back with Baradbeam. And today, we're going to continue on the main story quest. We gotta defeat wargs and their riders in the fallows, collect salvageable crops from Edsig's farm. All along here, are there the scholar thing, the book or backpack? Alright, let's look for some riders. Get Fana out. Do. That one? I mean, it's a warg. Beat wargs and their riders. Because one doesn't have a rider. Doesn't mean I can't kill it. What do you suppose Edsig's farm is? Grimes farm, Grannis, Edsig's. Let's go down that way. Ooh. Be on the lookout for wargs and warg riders. Boulder looked like a troll or something bent over. Here's a warg rider. Gallivanting around. Get back here. Oh. Okay, we've got two. Look for some suitable crops. Here's another warg rider. Where'd you go? Get back here. Where are you going? Couple of them. Oh, 3 of them. Okay. This guy too. Five, and then I saw another one over here. There we go. Alright. Warg trainer. Little baby wargs. Warg pups. I'll kill their trainer. Okay. Yeah, jet. Alright, salvaged crop. Another one over here. Crops over there. Wow. That skill is so powerful. One backpack. this. Alright, bring the salvage crops to the provisioner in Forlaw. Will do. Go straight up here. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. This should get us to 83, I'm hoping. Ready to get a level under us. Going the right way? And I am not. I'm not going the right way. Need to go up there. Bum, bum. Okay, here, I brought you some crops.
Thank you for these.
I'm glad the orcs did not despoil these crops. We will surely have need of them unless this terrible winter lifts tomorrow. It came on so suddenly. Perhaps it will leave equally so. If it does not, these crops will buy us a few days more. I suppose that is the best for which we can hope. Talk to Gladden. Nope. Burr, burr, burr. Burr, burr, burr. We'll talk to Gladden.
Oh, this cold. This feels nothing like the Wildermoor of my youth.
I left as a young man and returned an old one, and the land that greets me is more different than I myself have become. Deserted farms, frozen rivers, enemies lurking behind every tree and over every stone. What will we find when we come to my home of Dunfast? Completing this quest will unlock an optional interlude from Gladden's map.
I am done with worrying. I want to see what has become of my home.
I'm done with worrying. I want to see for myself what has become of my home. I have not been there for many years, but when last I walked the Wildermoor, the land itself was very different. What could have become of the small village in which I was born? I would not presume to divert our course without everyone's agreement, Baradbeam. If you consent to this journey, and so too do Horn and Cordon, then I would be grateful for a visit to Dunfast. If not, I fully understand and ask only that you forgive me the request in the first place. We can go. But first, click your map. Have I done both of these? Have I done the first one? That you have previously completed. Okay. That you have never completed. Okay. Let's do it. Hello? One more journey. We're gonna be Saradin now. Were we him before? I don't think so.
Meanwhile, Cyrodion of the Dunedain travels north with the bodies of his fallen brethren. determined to lay them to rest.
Certain and Radinir. Bodies in there. Okay, I can't see you when you do this stuff. Fine. Fine. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Did I decline a mission that I was actually supposed to do? Why do I have dread? You're not telling me what to do. Can't talk to Radinir. Go. Is it bugged? There's something behind. Can't go further that way. I think I am bugged. Or one of the ones I declined was actually what I was supposed to do. Then the question becomes, how do I get out of this? I've never had this happen before. And I can't go that way. Can't use this. Huh. I'm pretty sure I'm bugged out. Okay, let's do leave session. We'll try it again. And if it does the same thing, then we'll just skip it. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Alright, let's try it one more time. Play. I'll read the quests that come up again to make sure.
Meanwhile, Cyrodiil
There
of
we
the
go.
Dunedain travels north with the bodies of his fallen brethren, determined to lay them to rest.
Now I can get rid of these. Okay, talk to Radinir by the stopped wagon. I'm sorry I've made a stop, Saradin, but something is not right. Do you feel it? I feel a chill in my very bones. I have not felt such a dread since... I do not wish to say. Radinir shudders. We have driven this wagon with our fallen brothers this far already, and we have much farther to go yet. But I want to set my mind at ease before we proceed. Do you agree, Saradin? Then walk with me for a short way. We will not go far. Walk this way with me, if you will. I have to say that nothing better happened to my ranger friends anymore. We have lost too many. Stay alert, Saradin. Especially not Cerdan. Uh-oh. Oathbreakers! Oathbreakers of the Forsaken Road! Stay back, faithless ones. I will not tell you again. Cerdan, ready yourself. We have seen how little honor these shades possess. Pup reaches into the fire and is burned. Who is to blame, the pup or the flame? First Britu. I offer you no words of contrition, Dunedain. If you seek out men such as we are, you deserve any ill that befalls you. Learn from that lesson and put your trust in those who deserve it. We abandoned the mountain, thinking to escape the chain of our suffering, but there was no escape from it. There was no end to our days, no relief from the night. Only fools stumbled upon us, and those paid with their lives. If you seek the dead, only death awaits you. But my people learned from yours that our curse may yet be lifted. If an heir of Isildur's lives ye still, as your kin pretended, the glimmer of that hope may be rekindled. We love you not, but we will not slay you this night. We return to the mountain. We will not come this way again. Allow the Oathbreakers to pass. To the mountain we return to await the ending of our curse, if such a thing may be. Radinir, save me. Dang. Did not think to encounter those dead men again, Cerdan. Many of our friends and brothers were slain at their hands. How many went beneath the earth along the Forsaken Road and did not return into the daylight? Good men, all. Radinir pauses, and you can read his thoughts on his face, as plain as day, even in the gloom of night. The Oathbreakers have abandoned the Forsaken Road, Cerdan. Now is the time for us to return there and rescue the bodies we were forced to leave behind. We must bring them back above ground into the wagon of our fallen. We must do this at once. Let us go quickly. Radinir. This place holds many painful memories, Cerdan. Let us find the bodies of our fallen kinsmen and leave as quickly as we are able. The Oathbreakers may be gone, but there could be other dangers along the Forsaken Road. Rats! Forsaken rat? Must save our fallen kin from the rat, Cerdan. They deserved better. Vile things. Corpse of a fallen ranger. You gaze upon the fallen form of Hodhan, and think of the delight upon his face each time he recovered a curious artifact from the ruins of Inuminas. Many were the nights you spent warming yourself by the fire while Kalenglad explained to Hodhan the historical significance of the artifact he had found, and the memory brings a smile to your face even now. This grim road should not be his tomb. You and Radinir will see to it that he rests at long last along the shores of Ninunial that he so loved. Aww. That's sad. Hodhan lived in service to the Great Company and fell upon the Forsaken Road. Pay your respects. Okay. Alright, who is this? Calathil kept to himself, and in that way he was much like Aragorn, your chieftain. He strode often in the troll shaws neath the moon, and it was he who introduced Radonir to Elwyleth at Thornhad. He used to jest that he did it only to make things difficult for Radonir. He will rest more easily beneath the trees, perhaps a stone's throw from the sound of loud water. Okay, who's this? Lenor was well known to you, for he lived on the Bree fields and often visited your cabin to share a meal in the news. He was generally well regarded by man and Bree hobbit alike, and it was Lenor who helped Burley Pearson construct a frame for his farmhouse south of Breetown. Lenor did not range as far afield as many of your kin, and his decision to join the Grey Company was not an easy one. You hope he knows, somehow, that his service was not for nothing. You and Radonir will make sure he is laid to rest among the comfortable hills of his home. Man, this is sad. I don't want to do this one. You gaze upon Himeldir's face with deep sorrow, for you remember how much he argued against coming to the Forsaken Road. He believed the words of Ergothorn should not be trusted, and thought seeking beneath the earth for the honorless ones to be a foolish journey. He spoke of it to you in private, and shared his concerns with Candace, but in the end he agreed to walk the Forsaken Road. From that point onward you heard no complaint from him, and he descended bravely. "I am sorry, Himeldir," you whispered to his fallen form. "Be at peace, my kinsman. We will not leave you here." For me, Candace, I might not have tried telling falsehoods to the undying shades of the traitors. Is this Candace? I'm getting choked up. Candace was dear to you, and you still keenly feel the pain of his loss. He often came to visit your cabin on the Bree fields, and many were the nights the two of you spent in quiet conversation about the events of the day. The conversations became more serious and more grim as the shadows deepened in Middle-earth, but your favorites will always be those that were full of smiles and laughter. We came back for you, my brother. We should not have left you here for even one day. Forgive me, Candace. Your words hang still in the air. Aww. I am ready for us to carry our fallen brothers outside, Saradin. Let us not delay. They have remained in this terrible place for too long already. Man. It was sad. Didn't like that. I'm crying. I don't know why I'm so emotional on that. Maybe because, like, Candace hit hard. Like, he was such a staple. I've played this game for 10 years. I never knew he died in this game.
I understand Gleowine's desire completely. I would feel the same.
Alright, back to business. Gotta get myself out of a rut here. I understand Gleowine's desire completely, Baradbeam. I would feel the same if I heard such troubling news about Lothlorien. We would be poor companions indeed were we to refuse this request. We should travel to Dunfast, though the situation there promises to be no different than elsewhere in Wildermore. Let us hope for Gleowine's sake I am wrong.
Will Gleowine's reception at Dunfast be warmer than my own at Eowth?
Will he regret the journey as I did? Horn frowns. It was a poor jest. I have much for which to be grateful, and only a lesser man takes as assured the health and safety of his family. Gleowine's family has long since left the village of Dunfast, but I can understand his desire to see what has become of the place. I agree to the journey. Did you think I would not? Travel to the village of Dunfast in the middle of Witchshaws and Wildermore. Alright. Down here? Okay. Alright, we'll go down there. Ooh. I'm emotional still. Candace was the ranger that was the camp beneath the Weathertop, right? That's him. Like 10 years I've played this game, and Candace was always like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like, he told us stories and everything, and I've never made it this far in the game to know that he died. So I was like, yeah, he's such a staple of the game. Like, it's got sentimental maybe about him. Whew. I'm glad I did that little interlude. That was really sad, though. It was really nice of them to put those in there, like you're just kind of catching up with your ranger friends, because we spent so much time putting together the Grey Company. Ah! I don't know if Gladden's gonna like this when we go to his home. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Maybe it's completely destroyed. I'm all sniffly. So I teared up. Okay, this should be it. It's a nice little village. The air is very still, and Dunfast seems unnaturally quiet.
What happened here?
Dunfast was
no
never a
signs of
large
battle.
village, but there were always people about. What has happened here? I see no signs of battle. Where are the people? We should search the village, Baradbeam. Let me know when you are ready, and the four of us will explore Dunfast together. Okay, hold on, because Bingo's up here.
You
No sign of him here. I do not think he came to this
I do not
place.
think he came to this place.
Okay. Alright, Gladden.
We will go together to investigate Dunfast. I was born in Dunfast many years ago. What has happened to the village I remember?
From here, Dunfast looks much as I remember it, but where are all the people? Let us walk into the village and see if anyone remains who can tell us what happened. When I left Dunfast, I was a young man, Baradbeam. So much of my life was ahead of me. Look over there. Someone disturbed the sacks. Do you see anyone? I think we are alone. Excuse me. I'm not so certain, Horn. I feel as if we are being watched. I feel eyes on us, Baradbeam, but I cannot tell if they are hostile or friendly eyes. Stay on your guard. Take a drink real quick. This is the house of my childhood. What have you found, Horn? What have we here? Sorry, I had to take a drink. My throat's getting scratchy. Probably because I was crying. I think I have found the location of our mysterious watcher, Baradbeam. Someone hiding in the bush. Be ready for anything, and I will seize the person before he can pose a threat. Be ready, I'm going to frighten our watcher out of hiding. Careful, Horn. It might be an orc. It would be a small orc indeed to fit inside that bush. I am ready for anything. A shrew! Could you give me a hand, Baradbeam? Thank you, Baradbeam. It's better to be safe and to bruise one's dignity a small amount than to be surprised by some dangerous foe, is it not? This time it was a shrew. Next time it might be a hidden enemy. Perhaps Corden can flush the next watcher out of hiding, and I'll be the one laughing. You still sense someone's dead? Noni! Nona stares at you with haunted eyes, a look of surprise on her face. You must have tracked us for many days to find us in Wildermore. I did not, Horn. I did not look for you. What? I did not know you would be in this village. I came here for supplies. We have enough to spare. I cannot travel with you again, Horn. Why do you say that? There's a city to the north. I found people there dying in the snow. I brought them safely to a cave in the mountains. They are still too weak to survive on their own. I came to this village to steal food and supplies for them. I cannot adventure with you any longer. When they are stronger, I will promise nothing, Horn. I am sorry. Nona, it is good to see you again. How can we help the people in your care? I've been looking for root vegetables like the ones of Dunland. Baradbeam knows of them. They have curative properties. I need to get back. Nona, you left your brother's sword with me. Let me return it. It desires to be with you, I know it. Horn. Please keep it. I am Wadu's ghost no longer. One look at Nona's face told me she had not been prepared to see Horn in Dunfast. She has not yet resolved her feelings for him. Caring for the injured folk she mentioned may have caused her to delay in resolving her thoughts, or perhaps it is so difficult a riddle she needs more time to untangle a solution, even without the distraction of responsibility. Horn may appear inconsolable, but he need not despair. I have not given up on our Dunlingding firebrand, and neither should he. That is the woman who has taken Horn's heart from him. He has spoken of her a great deal to me since we have been journeying together, but not once did he mention she was a Dunlingding tribeswoman. She came to this town, the town of my childhood, seeking to steal its goods and provisions? Lewin shakes his head. I remember what it was like to be young when blood and passions flared in springtime. I am not fit to judge them. If Horn misses her so, I hope she will reconsider her dismissal of him. I don't understand, Baradbeam. It has been days since I last beheld Nona, and my affection for her has only grown during that time. The fondness she felt for me before we came to Aoworth, has it gone? Did I imagine it? I cannot have. Horn is greatly distressed, but you have no easy words of comfort. I do not know what to think, Baradbeam. That reunion did not proceed as I might have wished. Interesting. Man, I got the full range of emotions going on now.
You must think me a fool. You are kind not to say so.
This is not how I imagined this day, Baradbeam. This is not how I imagined this day, Baradbeam. I thought Nona would come back into my life and all would be as I wished it to be, but this is not what I wanted. I am more confused now than ever. This is not how love works in the songs, Baradbeam. It feels as if the unnatural winter that grips this land has cooled Nona's heart as well. I'll take some cherry rye muffins. There we go, 83.
Nona said she shelters in a cave, but we must not go there immediately.
I do not need to ask Corda to know such a reunion so soon after this first meeting would spell disaster. Horn puts his hand on his temple, but he cannot mask the weariness on his face. All that has happened to us in the Wildermoor is a muddle, Baradbeam. Only this encounter with Nona has any clarity in my memory. How can such a pain of the heart fill me with both delight and sadness?
We must do what we can in the Witch Shaws. That will help everyone.
Horn may be at a loss, but I know what must be done. We must do what we can about the White Hand presence in the Witch Shaws. This will aid Nona, it will aid us, and it will aid any of the people in Dunfast that may still live. It will even aid Horn. He needs to keep himself busy or he will dwell upon losing Nona for a second time. He may dwell on it anyway, but if we can channel that energy to a good purpose, there may have been some benefit in seeing her again this early. Cordon idly toys with the string of this bow for a moment and then speaks up again. Those root vegetables Nona mentioned, the ones that grow at the base of the trees, I think you should collect some of them if you see any. It's just a thought, but it may save us some time tomorrow if we collect them today. Defeat orcs in the Witch Shaws. Collect these things. Boop. Root vegetable. I need 8 of these. Dang. Root vegetable. Come here, you. Up. Daily hunt. Okay. Fruit to vegetable. Back here. Okay, defeated orcs. There more. Gotta go this way. Gotta look for more root vegetables beneath trees. Must have already got that one. Or that wasn't one. Hey. Okay. Okay. Now, the root vegetables are down this way. I see quite a few here. Bum bum. Burp. 7. One more. One more root vegetable. Down that way. Where you come from? Okay, somewhere around here. Be root vegetables. Yikes, that snow came on. I just need one more. Huh. Alright, let's get on our horse. Need one more root vegetable. Fine, let's go, let us go. Whoops. Over here then. Fruit, vegetable. Ah, one right there. Excuse you. Ouch. Drive by? Where'd he go? Okay, and then the root vegetable. Alright, we've got the last one of those. What are we fighting? A wolf. A doggo. Alright, I need to fight more orc riders. Or warg riders. Okay. This is the one where we can go down here. Don't want the wolves. Couple of them. here. Eight. There's 9. Back here. There's 10 right there. Okay. All right. Finish that up. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and wrap up here, and then we'll bring the root vegetables to Cordon when we come back. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here next to this moose. You're not angry, are you? No. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and when we come back, we'll continue on the main story quest. We're getting up there in levels. I think we're level 83, which is pretty nice. Fauna, what are you doing? Can you get out of between my legs? But yeah, we'll carry on when we get back. So guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Lord of the Rings online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.